Tuesday, May 2nd. We're gonna go take a look at what Knott's Berry Farm looks like this week. Maybe do some recon on some of the mazes, see what's going on with the Pumpkin Eater location and maybe some of the backlot stuff. And I'm gonna try to sneak a peek at where Dark Ride used to be, but so far it's been cleaned out and it's being used for high school music competitions. Probably no news on that front, but let's go take a look and see what it looks like in the off season now that we're kind of between Boysenberry Festival and Knott's Summer Nights. I'm sure you can see behind me, 10:30 in the morning. There's hardly anybody here. Most people are probably that are in the park right now are probably parked in the marketplace parking over off of Crescent. But it seems like a slow morning. The weather, it's cloudy. Oh, here we go. Here's some friends. Gate is light like it usually is this time in the morning. They still have their Boysenberry stuff up. They're still doing Boysenberry Fest, I think, for one more weekend. Then they're gonna call it quits for 2023 right now. Let's head over to Camp Snoopy and see what's going on over there. So right behind the wall, they're working on whatever's going where Pumpkin Eater went the last few years. It looks like they got the floor plan kind of all laid out. There's a little bit of a path going in, but nothing really distinct yet. They don't have a facade out front or anything, so we'll see what happens. The thing is, they did a bracket on all of everybody's favorite mazes throughout the last few years, and Trick or Treat Lights Out was the one that won that bracket. So there's a possibility that they could be putting Trick or Treat here. But Trick or Treat, when it was out a few years ago, it was in the warehouses behind Ghost Rider. So they would have to do a whole new floor plan for it if they put it here. That seems kind of unlikely. They may just do a new maze, but I mean, it's the 50th anniversary this year, so speculation is all up in the air right now. Nobody really knows anything. They've been good at keeping their lips sealed. So getting a look at Montezuma's Revenge. Doesn't look like there's much going on with it. There's planks up on the sides that look like they're just kind of holding the tarp up, but it also smells like paint, so they're probably working underneath. But there's still no news on that loop yet. That loop is still just empty. And then the track is also off on the other side still. So I don't know. I don't know what they haven't released an actual date for it. They just say 2023 summer along with Fiesta Village. So nothing new to report here.
It looks like a cool sign. I don't remember seeing that sign before. That's a cool new sign. I mean, it's still closed off at the Camp Snoopy and Silver Bullet sites, and over obviously next to Supreme Screen, but it does look like things are starting to look fresh and new.
Kiosks are still here for one last glimpse of Boysenberry Farm. Not a whole lot going on. Lines are short. People seem happy. Weather's perfect. So here's the other spot where it's closed off for the Fiesta Village. They got the stage back for the Hootenanny for Ghost Town Alive. It's back, and for all the performers that do the Summer Night stuff. In case anybody was wondering, that stage is back, baby. So I'm not gonna stop by Knott's without getting pizza, barbecue chicken, and a salad. And then obviously Boysenberry Sprite. Let's head over to the Blind Tiger. See what the Blind Tiger's doing up.
Ollie, take your fingers off them keys. You
know we're
at
here.
the door. I don't know what you're selling, but we ain't buying. So beat it, you rat bag.
Boy, they're not
Ollie, get back to playing that piano.
They're not even trying to hide that they don't want me here. I got trouble this time. So it looks like they're finally doing something with the KONOT radio station stage, but it looks like it's just going to be dead air. Maybe another carnival game or something. Looks like they're just expanding the carnival games now. Still locked tight like a fortress. Ain't nobody getting in there. Again, not much progress on the outside of the log ride. They're still putting the rollers down on the initial lift, but it doesn't look like anything's really changed. We'll have to wait and see. I've got the chicken wire all up after the last drop there. All that's left now is just a plaster, I guess. Uh-oh. They emptied out the clothing displays. It's time for some Summer Nights merch coming up soon. I think before we go back to the car, we're gonna go ahead and make a tight right and go see if we can see how far along Soak City's coming before it opens. Just a couple weeks. That's right, as you leave the main parking lot, instead of making a right to go under that tunnel, you go left. Just past Independence Hall here is not Soak City. Dee. Getting so close. Getting everything all brushed off in there, cleaned up, ready for the heat. And in probably just over a little bit of a month's time. No, what am I saying? Just under a month's time. This whole parking lot's gonna be filled up. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays to go to Soak City. Oh, here's some good news. This exit's open. I can leave through there. Yes! So not much. It seems like everything that's going to be happening has already happened. They set up all the stages, but they're still doing Boysenberry Festival on weekends, so I think they have to wait for that to be completely done, which I believe is this weekend. This is the last weekend for Boysenberry Festival. And then they can take down the facade on the Ghost Town stage for the Preserved show and put up for the Summer Nights Entertainment. And then hopefully we'll get some sort of definitive date for when they're going to reopen Fiesta Village. It looks like they're working on it. They've got stuff going on in there. There's always workers in there. I always see people in there. The only place I don't see anybody working is Montezuma's Revenge. They're probably underneath working on the propulsion system, because that's supposed to change with this new iteration of the ride, so who knows. Fingers crossed we get something good out of it. It's promising. Hopefully it delivers. We'll come back again maybe next week and try our hand and see if there's been any improvements anywhere or any changes. Until then,